Hey guys, this is Big Nick here, and I'm here to give you my WrestleMania 34 review. I'm filming this the day after, obviously, so WrestleMania was last night, and my overall thoughts on the show beforehand is, WrestleMania 34 was nothing more than a big okay. That's all it was. After the first hour, not the pre-shows, the first hour of the main card, the show went from this to and kept going. So I'm just gonna start off. And first off is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on the pre-show, well, kickoff, whatever it's called, kickoff show. And the winner was Woken Matt Hardy. Matt Hardy now joins the list of Cesaro, The Big Show, Baron Corbin, and Mojo Rawley as the only ones to have won the damn Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Excuse me. It was just a fine battle royal, no surprises in it, no surprise NXT people in it. Matt Hardy wins because of the return of Bray Wyatt. And it seems as if Wyatt's going to turn face and join Matt. So it looks like Jeff Hardy might be going on a singles run. No Brother Nero. Next up we have is the Cruiserweight Championship, and that is Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander. And the match was pretty fun. I actually did enjoy it. It was a good match. Only problem was they kept cutting away. They kept showing Cena during the match. You can kind of say this is Vince McMahon being like this. Oh, cruiserweights aren't successful under my rule, under his control. I'm going to really get him. Match is still very fun. Cedric Alexander wins, and it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Alexander in the cruiserweight division from now on, now that it has a champion. So Alexander wins his first WWE Championship. Next up is the Women's Battle Royal. Some surprises, they had a bunch of NXT women in it. One half of the iconic duo, Peyton Royce, which I'm still trying to figure out why Billie Kay wasn't involved. Bianca Belair, Tainara Conti, Carita DeVee, I think that's her name, Dakota Kai, and Kairi Sane were from NXT in it. They actually, it was like NXT versus the main roster for a while, where they even got an NXT chant. But the winner was Naomi after she eliminates Bayley, after Bayley had turned on Sasha, and Bayley got a big cheer, and then somehow Naomi wasn't eliminated. And Naomi wins the first ever Women's Battle Royal. So congrats, Naomi. I guess they gave her that because she's pretty much... I doubt she'll be involved in the women's title picture for a while. Like, you kind of say that's why they did that. I'm just going with that. Oh, now we go on to the main show. And the first match was the triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. A very fun match. A lot of nice movements. Miz comes out with a weird attire. Seth Rollins comes out with blue contacts. Finn Balor not dressed as the Demon King. Weird. It's a big match. You need WrestleMania. I expected him to do it. Apparently not. Match was still overall fun. Some high-paced action. Miz showed he wasn't going to rely on the Miztourage. He told them to leave. He did some work on the legs of both Rollins and Balor. Rollins and Balor did their things, the traditional moves. Pretty much the match was just based off of just them doing their usual movesets. Seth Rollins hitting the frog splash on Miz while he had the figure 4 on Balor. Balor hitting the coup de grace on Miz when he was pinning Rollins. Then Seth Rollins doing a curb stomp on Balor while he was pinning Miz. And then curb stomp Miz. And Seth Rollins, congratulations. He has joined the Elite, I believe 17 superstars. So now he makes 18 Grand Slam champions in WWE history. So congratulations to Seth Rollins. He has won the Grand Slam Championship. He winning the Intercontinental Championship. He is now a Grand Slam champion, joining his Shield brothers Ambrose and Reigns. That was a very obvious pick there because everyone knew they were going to do that. It's WrestleMania. Ambrose and Reigns have already done it. So you can kind of say they did it like the way they did the world titles. Rollins was the first one to be WWE champion. Ambrose was the first one, and Ambrose was the last one to be Grand Slam champion. World champion, and Ambrose was the first Grand Slam, and Rollins being the last Grand Slam champion. See how it works there? So yeah, Seth Rollins wins. Congrats to that. I'm going to be interested to see what they do with the IC title now. Next up we have is the SmackDown Women's title match between Charlotte and Asuka. Charlotte had an entrance of reminiscent to Triple H's entrance at WrestleMania 30, where Charlotte was with Sasha and Alexa as one of the girls giving Triple H away to the ring. Same thing happened, which is she was the one being given away to the ring. This was actually a pretty good match. They worked very well together, which I thought they would. Very fun, very good match between them. Asuka's streak is over. Charlotte made her tap out. That one really surprised me. Well, they both surprised Asuka losing and the fact that she tapped, and then Asuka would. And then if you look at, they did do some nice action. Asuka really didn't do that much, but they did make Charlotte look a lot stronger with Charlotte doing the Spanish fly on Asuka, which I didn't see coming. Asuka with her good kicks and punches, like what they did. Asuka going for her submission hold constantly. Charlotte fighting out. Charlotte wins, of course, with the figure eight. And then Asuka grabs a mic and tells Charlotte she was ready and congratulations, hug, all that. So pretty much, Asuka looks like she's still on Raw now. So expect her to do some shenanigans on Raw now with the Raw Women's title, which we will get to later. And then next up is the mixed tag match between Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Hunter Hearst Helmsley and Stephanie McMahon Helmsley. The match was actually pretty good, a lot better than anyone I think expected. Ronda looked great in the match. She didn't botch. She picked Triple H up in a fireman's carry position from her knees up, which Triple H is a big ass man. He's what, like 250 something, I think, and she picked him up from a fireman's carry. Of course, Ronda and Angle won. A lot of good action. The match pretty much went off the wire the moment Ronda got tagged in. She beat the hell out of Stephanie. She beat the hell out of Triple H, but then Triple H did put his hands on her and dropped her. I mean, hell, Kurt Angle put the ankle lock on Stephanie. And then the match ends with Stephanie's arm stuck in the armbar. Angle stuck in the, well, not ends, in the Triple H in the ankle lock. And he throws Angle into Ronda. And then it looks like, and then, I don't remember what happens after that, but then, yeah, I think Angle takes out Triple H. Angle's out. Ronda ends up putting Stephanie in the armbar, and then it looks like she snaps her arm. Stephanie taps. Here's your winners. Ronda Rousey, Kurt Angle. Very fun match. And then this is when this show just goes, because the thing is, the two matches after that. Oh wait, I did forget something. My bad. I skipped something. See, that's how bad. The match before Angle and Ronda was the fatal 4-way for the U.S. Championship. Rusev, Day, Mahal, and Orton. Match was okay. Pretty much just a traditional match of them just doing their own stuff on each other. You got Aiden English getting involved. Somehow he cut his hair. He was in the battle royal. Had hair. First one thrown out. Comes back later. He's bald. Then Samir Singh gets involved. He gets kicked by Rusev Day. Mahal pins Rusev and is the United States champion. So it means we're going to get another Orton-Mahal feud. And also means Mahal is a champion again. You can see why I kind of overlooked it. Next up, we have is the New Day, the Triple Threat Tag Team title match, and that is the New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos. Again, kind of like the other two title matches for the men's titles. It was just a traditional tag match. It was just a regular tag match of chaoticness and just normal moves. Excuse me. It was an okay match. The Bludgeon Brothers win by pinning Kofi Kingston. So the Bludgeon Brothers are tag team champions for the first time. Harper and Rowan together are tag team champions on the main roster because they were NXT tag team champions and are part of the Wyatts years ago. Which is odd because there have been years because they've been a tag team for a while, since 2014, 2015, 2016. I mean, God. So now they are finally tag champs, and for Harper, this is I believe it should be his third title reign. He had the Intercontinental title. He technically was a tag team champion because in the Wyatts they used the Freebird rule when it was Orton, Bray, and Luke. So they used the Freebird rule, so he got a reign. So this is his first official tag title reign, and Rowan gets his first title reign on the main roster. So, okay, match. I'm interested to see what they do now in the tag team division on SmackDown. Tag team division on SmackDown has just been great. It's just been great because the Usos and New Day and Bludgeon Brothers are actually probably the three of the better teams on the main roster if you exclude the Bar. Next up we have is the John Cena versus Undertaker. So John Cena, at the end of the women's match, was a referee came out. He was in the crowd, which was funny. Came out and told them, I guess, yo, Undertaker backstage. Hurry your ass up and get ready. And he runs to the back, which I just found hilarious, him running. But to me, that took away from Charlotte winning because while he did that, Charlotte was still on the entrance celebrating. I mean, come on, Vince. So I just found that funny, the way he ran. He looked funny. The way he was running, he just looked funny. So then we go to, so then he comes out, does his thing, but then Undertaker doesn't show up. And then out comes Elias to be the biggest troll. He does his thing. So then Cena goes back to the crowd. He gets kind of pissed, comes back out, beats the hell out of Elias. And then as he's walking up the stage, like, well, blackout. Undertaker's hat, the stuff he left in the ring last year, in the ring. Lightning hits it, it's on fire. Boom. This Undertaker's back. Not this exact one, not this toy, but the Dead Man Taker's back. By toy, I meant by action figure, I meant. Stay. He's back. The Dead Man is back, and he destroys John Cena in 2 minutes. He destroyed John Cena in about 2.5 minutes. I guess to show he's back. And Taker did look a lot different this year. He looked a lot healthier than last year. He looked like he could freaking move. He did his flying clothesline, for God's sakes. I mean, hell, at 53 years old, if there's more... The last person that did do flying moves like that at 57 years old was Sting. So, he's back. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now. So, yeah, Taker wins in a squash match. Next up we have is the tag team match between Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Cammy. Daniel Bryan, of course, gets a big pop, but then they jump him and Shane before the match even starts. Then they take Bryan out on the apron with the powerbomb on the apron. So then it's pretty much Owens and Zayn beat the hell out of Shane in the ring for a while. Shane actually hit a coast to coast on Sammy that looked cool. And then it looks like Owens hits a pop-up powerbomb. The match looks over. Daniel Bryan comes in, stops it. Shane tags in, and then the crowd goes crazy as Daniel Bryan just single-handedly beats him. Daniel Bryan beats Owens and Zayn. He does his usual moves. Missile dropkick off the top rope, but he lands flat on the back and whiplashes his head. I thought he actually legit hurt himself because he goes like this, but nope. He played it. He does a kip up, gets the crowd going, and puts the label lock, or no, yes lock on Sami Zayn. Sami taps. So, who actually was fun? It was actually pretty good. It was an okay return for Bryan. It's going to be now with SmackDown. He's, I believe, no longer the SmackDown GM. So Shane's probably going to have to find a new one tomorrow. See what happens. Next up we have is Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss. This was probably the worst match on the card. Didn't really do much. Nia kind of beats the hell out of Alexa. Alexa does some heel stuff, targeting the leg, raking the eyes. But then Nia does a Samoan drop off the top second rope. Squashes Alexa. 1, 2, 3. Nia Jax is the new Raw Women's Champion. Congratulations, Nia. A lot of new champions tonight. Cedric Alexander, Seth Rollins, Mahal, the Bludgeon Brothers. Now Nia. So far, only one title didn't change hands, and that was Charlotte. Next up we have is the match that everyone was waiting for. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. The match was just average at best because it looks like they were holding back, which I'm going to get to. AJ Styles, Nakamura was going for the Kinshasa. AJ counters it into the Styles Clash and retains the title. Then AJ and Nakamura have a little moment kind of similar to what Charlotte and Asuka had earlier. Then out of nowhere, Nakamura hands him the title and then Shoryukens his crotch. And then beats the head, and then just kicks the hell out of him for a while, mocking him. And I did notice, and I didn't talk about earlier, that Nakamura did have one hell of an entrance. Triple H, of course, he came out on motorcycles, similar to what he did last year and I think the year before, so it doesn't matter. But then he hits Kinshasa on the outside on AJ. Nakamura's full, and he actually got booed, so yeah. To whoever said bless you, thank you. So yeah, match was average. It looks like, and I already got the idea in my head now, but the Nakamura heel turn, they held back at Mania, Backlash. Those two are going to destroy the building. By that I mean, the match they're going to have at Backlash, with Nakamura full on heel, like AJ was, Nakamura full on heel and AJ the full on face. good luck topping that the rest of the year main roster, because at Backlash it looks like it's legit going to be the match we wanted at Mania, but they held back for a good reason, because it looks like this feud is going to extend, where at Backlash Nakamura probably wins in an epic match, and then AJ gets rematch, and then it's just going to... Don't get too hyped. So yeah, AJ won, retained his title. He has 2 WrestleMania wins in a row, and he retained his WWE title at WrestleMania. He joins that elite class of superstars to do that. The next up we have is the Bar versus Braun Strowman and a mystery partner. This match was... So Braun comes out and says, my partner's not no one in the back. It is one of you! Talking to the crowd. So he jumps in the crowd, passes a lot of guys, and then picks a 10-year-old kid. Called Nicholas. Wasn't me. I'm not 10. So then pretty much Braun does all the work, obviously. Beats the Bar, and he and a 10-year-old kid are Raw Tag Team Champions. I have to watch Raw to see what the hell's going to happen with that, because, I mean... And now we go on to the main event of WrestleMania. WrestleMania 32 was considered one of the worst main events in WrestleMania history. Last year was at least a good one, because you could see Roman Reigns tried to do something with Undertaker. But this year's main event between Lesnar and Reigns was pretty bad. Nothing happened. Just a bunch of suplexes, 6 F5s. Reigns kicked out of 5 of them. Actually 7. Oh yeah, 5. Yeah, I was right, because he got F5 through the non-stable. Then Lesnar, Reigns didn't do much. He speared him a couple times. Lesnar kicks out. The crowd just doesn't care. The crowd just doesn't give a damn at that point. 1, because they're probably exhausted as all hell. And 2, it's Reigns and Lesnar. Because we all figured Lesnar's leaving, so. But lo and behold, 1, Lesnar elbows the hell out of Reigns, busts him open, and he's just not bleeding like a normal bleed that we see with just like a little trickle of blood. Nah, right here, I think it was like where the 2 fingers are one of these sides. I see a red spot. I'm like, uh-oh, Reigns elbowed him, and oh my God, this man was bleeding. It was the blood pouring out of Reigns was reminiscent to Eddie Guerrero when he got bet when he bladed, and all you saw was his brains pouring out. That's how reminiscent it was. And then F5, Lesnar wins. Yeah? So is he leaving? Is he not? Who the hell knows? But as of now, PW Steam, I think people are reporting going around that Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon got into a heated altercation backstage. After what the heck? I guess maybe because Lesnar went off script with the damn elbow or something. It's going to be interesting to see what happens on Raw. Does Vince take the title away from Lesnar, then he just leaves? I don't know. We're going to have to see. So, WrestleMania as a whole was okay, but a letdown, because this card, every match on this card had the potential, except maybe 1 or 2, except maybe 1 or 2 matches, had the potential to be great. And then they just, Which is why I guess they put the good matches in the first hour, and then said, here you go. So, yeah, that is my review of WrestleMania. WrestleMania is definitely the 3rd best pay-per-view of the year. Rumble's the number 1. Fastlane's number 2. WrestleMania, then the Chamber. So, yep. That's my review on WrestleMania. It's just an okay Mania / letdown. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys again for I don't know what, but I will see you guys eventually. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Bye.